Hey everybody, JCB here at the Awesomest, and you're watching the Awesomest Awesome List. It's been a long time since I've done an Awesome List. So long, in fact, that I haven't even used the new countdown graphics that I made back when I changed the intro to my channel. Anyway, a little while ago I made a video all about coaster credits and how many roller coasters I've been on, and it got me thinking about all the different rides that I've been on in my life and which ones are my favorites. By the way, if you're interested in seeing how many roller coasters I've been on, you can check out that video also on this channel. It was just a couple days ago. A while back, I posted a top 10 rides at Magic Mountain video, but I haven't really taken into account all the other rides I've been on. So I thought, why not an Awesome List? That seems like the next logical video to make. Anyway, this is not going to be the end-all, be-all, most comprehensive list of the world's greatest roller coasters of all time or anything like that. This is strictly rides that I have been on and which ones I think are my personal favorites. And this list might ultimately change very, very soon, as we'll be heading to 2 new Six Flags theme parks over the course of this summer, and so I'm going to be riding a whole lot of new rides that I've never experienced before. Notice I keep using the word rides and not the word roller coasters. This list will certainly be roller coaster heavy, but it's not exclusively about roller coasters. That's why this video is called Top 10 Rides I Have Ridden So Far, parentheses 2019. So with all that disclosure out of the way, let's count down the top 10 rides I've ridden so far, parentheses 2019. Number 10, Superman Ultimate Flight. We're starting things out with a bang, or a launch. Superman's Ultimate Flight is definitely a must-ride if you visit Six Flags Discovery Kingdom in Northern California. Magic Mountain fans will get some serious full throttle vibes as they're launched through this compact coaster at 62 miles per hour. This coaster makes great use of a very small footprint. It starts with a small launch forward, pushing the train partially up the track before rolling back into the station for a backward launch up the end of the track, followed by one final launch forward, sending the riders through the station again for a third launch as they officially begin their journey of spirals and drops. Number 9, the Penguin Ride. Sticking with Six Flags Discovery Kingdom for a bit, we're going to take a look at the Penguin Ride, or formerly known as Tsunami Soakers, which is a new twist on the classic teacup ride that is probably the most fun I've had on a flat ride since I was a little kid. Each of the 8 boats seats 6 passengers and are armed with giant water cannons. Once the ride starts, your goal is to soak the other riders as well as innocent bystanders with an onslaught of water. It's a whole lot of fun and a great way to cool down on a hot summer day. I seriously suggest you check it out, and I have recommended that they install this ride at Six Flags Magic Mountain, but nobody listens to me. Number 8, Radiator Springs Racers. That's right, a Disneyland ride actually made it onto my list. Well, it's California Adventure, but same thing. Anyway, how could this ride not make it on my list?
This ride represents the best of what Disney has to offer. At a cost of over $200 million, it is by far the most expensive attraction at the Disneyland Resort. The theming of this ride is perfect. The dark ride aspects are exactly what you would expect from a Disneyland ride based on an animated feature. But the race at the end is where the real magic happens. 2 vehicles launch on parallel tracks into an outdoor segment containing bunny hills and high banked turns around various rock formations, with the vehicles reaching a top speed of 40 miles per hour.
While nowhere near as intense as the rides to come, Radiator Springs Racers is a love letter to dark rides from the crew at Disney. Number 7, Poltergeist. Heading east to Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, I would be remiss if I didn't mention one of the world's few spaghetti bowl roller coasters, Poltergeist. This steel coaster by Premier Rides is laid out in such a way that it literally resembles a tangled ball of wire. It's so jam-packed with complexity, you'll feel like you're moving a lot faster than you actually are. The ride starts with a launch, pushing the train from 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 4 seconds, before sending you twisting and rolling through a track so crazy, you'll feel like you're about to smack your forehead on a piece of track you were just on. There are no pauses, no braking, and nothing to slow you down until you hit that final brake run. There's a lot of launch coasters on this list. Anyway, Poltergeist is one of the reasons why I'm excited for West Coast Racers. It's made by the same company, Premier Rides, and it features a small spaghetti bowl element, which is going to be even better with another train racing very nearby. Number 6, the Joker. Moving away from launch coasters to RMC conversions, we're going to take a look at the Joker at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. You know, that's actually a really underrated park. Originally a wooden coaster called Roar, this ride was reborn with the help of Rocky Mountain Construction to create a wood/steel hybrid coaster that features 3,200 feet of track, 3 inversions, a wild 0G barrel roll, a braking wave turn, a step-up underflip, a camel hump, a 180-degree stall, and 15 airtime moments. The ride is nearly 2 minutes long and reaches a max speed of 53 miles per hour. I'm just gonna say, if you get a chance to visit Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, you should take it. They got a lot of great rides. Number 5, Texas Giant. We're heading back east now to Six Flags Over Texas in Arlington to take a look at the new Texas Giant. This ride was the very first RMC conversion ever, which alone earns it a spot on my list. Six Flags was working with an untested entity when they launched new Texas Giant in 2013, but the response from the public was overwhelmingly positive, which led the company to revamp more of their wooden coasters. But being the first means it's also a little more tame with its ride elements than newer RMCs that love to push the envelope, though it more than makes up for its lack of inversions with its towering drop, multiple tunnels, and high back turns. With 4,920 feet of track and a ride time of almost 3.5 minutes, the new Texas Giant is a must ride. Number 4, Iron Rattler. Heading slightly south back to Six Flags Fiesta Texas, we have Iron Rattler, formerly known as the wooden coaster Rattler. This RMC conversion features a staggering 171-foot, 81-degree drop at a top speed of 70 miles per hour. It has 4 overbanked turns and a completely inverted barrel roll. But the best part of this ride is the fact that it could only ever exist at Six Flags Fiesta Texas. A large chunk of the ride integrates some 100-foot quarry walls that surround Fiesta Texas. At one point the ride drops down into the quarry and then through a tunnel, making this one of the most unique RMC coasters out there in the world today. Number 3, X2. X2. Besides it not being an RMC, what else is there left to say about this coaster that I haven't told you about in previous videos? It's probably the best coaster ever built by Aerodynamics, the evil geniuses who brought us Viper. X2 was originally known as X and is considered a 4th dimensional coaster. After some persistent issues with the ride, Magic Mountain worked with Aero to redesign the trains, give it a brand new color scheme and an onboard audio system, as well as a flamethrower effect. It was then named X2 and reopened to the public. There are 2 other coasters like this in the world. One in Japan at Fukikyu Highland that is quite taller than X2 at 250 feet, and one at Dinosaur Valley in Shanghai, China. So unless you're planning on visiting those parks in Asia anytime soon, your best bet on riding a cool 4D coaster is to head over to Six Flags Magic Mountain and jump on X2. Number 2, Twisted Colossus. This final RMC conversion on our list offers almost everything you could ever want in a hybrid coaster. Airtime hills, high 5 elements, steep drops, a Top Gun stall, a zero-G roll, all while racing alongside another train. And clocking in almost 4 minutes with almost 5,000 feet of track, this is a monster of a ride. Now I know some of you are thinking, hey, you named Twisted Colossus your number 1 ride in your last top 10 rides video. Why is it number 2 now? First of all, it's very rude for you to interrupt me during my video to ask questions like this. But yes, I did name Twisted Colossus my number 1 ride at Magic Mountain. When it comes to the amazing ride lineup at Six Flags Magic Mountain, Twisted Colossus is still by far my favorite, which is why I actually used Twisted Colossus as the subject of my very first ride profile video, which you can check out on my channel. I posted that just a couple of days ago as well. But I've been on a lot of roller coasters, and there is one that is just slightly better than Twisted Colossus, again, in my personal opinion. Number 1, Time Traveler. Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City is my pick for the number 1 slot in this countdown. Twisted Colossus is still very near and dear to my heart, don't get me wrong, but if somebody came up to me right now and said, I could teleport you to the front of the line at either Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City or Twisted Colossus at Six Flags Magic Mountain, I would have to pick Time Traveler. It's that good. This spinning Mack coaster cost Silver Dollar City of Branson, Missouri a whopping $26 million to install, and it was worth every penny. With 3,020 feet of track, 3 inversions, and a ride vehicle that spins 360 degrees, Time Traveler is the first spinning coaster with a vertical loop, and the first with a double launch for 1 minute and 57 seconds of pure adrenaline. This ride was so much fun that we made sure to ride it twice while we were at Silver Dollar City. And you know me, I don't like spinning rides, but the way this ride handles the spinning element somehow doesn't make you feel sick to your stomach. At least it didn't for me. If you haven't ridden Time Traveler, you have got to find your way to that ride queue ASAP. I don't care if you gotta hitchhike. Anyway, that's my list. Do you agree with it? Let me know down below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe as I release new videos every day for the next 30 days. So until next time, Keep being awesome.
No, that's part of the path.
I knew what.
I have you on camera. Is that part of the path?
No. I don't know. It's a tablesaurus. Tablesaurus.
It's a dinner sore.
Damn it!